I'm in Woodland Park, Colorado right now, not too far from Colorado Springs. And I'm gonna drive towards Colorado Springs and hope I can find a good place I can pull over and take a hike. For lack of any better ideas, I'm gonna start my hike at Rainbow Falls Recreation Area, just because I don't know the area. Having a hard time finding a place to park where I don't have to hike through private property to get to the place I want to hike, you know, the national forest or whatever. So
your own ways are history. God's put me in your path, and I always have enough to give, though I barely got enough to live.
I didn't really expect to find any cactuses here. Kind of similar to a prickly pear cactus. And there's also a type of agave or yucca here. There are a lot of similarities to places in Arizona where I've been. Of course, there's a lot of oak, and oak is really common in a lot of places all over the world. So if you think of oak as a staple, learn how to make food out of acorns, then there are so many places where you can be. As we get close to the fall, there are really a lot of plants here I recognize. I apologize for the noise. I'm not far away from the highway here, outside of Colorado Springs. Look at this. You've seen this stuff. I'm sure I've done videos where I've posted things like this. Looks to me like a pinyon pine, and you can see their nuts there. Pine nuts or seeds. Whether they have anything in them or not, I'm about to find out. In this case, it looks like I may have scored with one seed. There it is. So I'm still not away from the freeway yet, and I've already found food. Pick enough of them and you'll have a meal. Some of them are already dried up, some are already eaten by bugs, but there's pinyon pines all over the side of this mountain. These pinyons are just right at level where you can pick these cones. So if you picked them just before they open up, when they're just ripe enough that they just begin to open, you can set them aside, put them in a burlap bag, actually is one way to do it, and then let them open up, and you can get into these seeds before little bugs get them or they dry out inside. Either way, you know, if they're not eaten by something else first, they'll dry out and shrivel up. Right across that way, close by, is a cliff dwelling, you know, the ruins of a cliff dwelling, which is a tourist trap right now. I haven't been there and looked at it yet, but I'm sure it's a pay-to-go-in thing. And the people who live there would have definitely had no problem eating here. I still haven't found the berries or the mushrooms or any of that stuff. This is kind of arid on this side of the mountain right here. I guess that's why there's cactuses growing and pinyon pines. I'm just shocked and surprised at how accessible these pinyon nuts are here. It's incredible. Got juniper right here, and this is pretty much Prescott with higher mountains. Well, this juniper bush is full. Okay. The berry is bitter, but it has a little bit of sweetness to it. Now onward down my steep, difficult mountain. I wish there was a way to actually do a hike without running into a road. That chipmunk says don't go in there. Or squirrel or whatever it is.
Your love, when you laid down your own life for me. Your love, the love that lives inside of me. It's a real love.
This smells very familiar.
Your love, the only love I'll ever need.
Seem to be a lot of caves around here. This one has had a lot of people occupying it a long time, as evidenced by the black smoke all over the roof. People recently, and most likely people a long time ago too. I am here in Colorado with the Billy Spoon Band. We're going to be performing for the next 3 days over the weekend, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, in the prisons in this vicinity, and doing the Folsom Prison Blues thing with the Billy Spoon Band and with John Gibson. If you're not sure who John Gibson is, look it up, Jon Gibson. He's got a lot of awards and hit songs and whatever, so we're actually going to be his backing band after we do our set. I'm playing bass, and so we're doing this under the Chuck Colson Prison Ministries, so it's going to be interesting. I never thought at any point in my life that I would intentionally walk into a prison. It's like I'm turning myself in. These are those flowers from that sunflower type flower.
I'd do anything for you, forgive almost any sin, yes I would. And if I call you my friend, that's a friend you can depend. Now I could tell you where I've been, oh, but this is now and that was then. Baby, all I know is I am free, I am free. I laid down my misery at the cross on Calvary.
These are hop vines. Hop vines have multiple medicinal uses. And hops are also how you make hops. You, not me. I don't drink. I get messed up in the brain just quite enough without having to be drunk. I don't know what this is. It's spooky. There are bats in there, and I hear noises. So I'm going in.
Hello, my brother. It's so good to see you. It's been a long time. glad you have
Jesus is here. It's comforting. And Starbucks is too.
Is this your wife?
And Satan sucks. I'm glad we're in good company then with people who agree on these things.
And here is your guide. She's as always a Cherokee queen of the land. The forest has made us so different from others. Yeah, this is our life and this is how we stand. We are outcasts because we believe what we believe. And
This is what I think. This is coal soot. This had to have been a railway